they're giving away a poster.
This, oh, the Mustang? Yeah, that's sick.
That is sick. What are we doing here? So we are back here at Max Motors today. And actually, if you can see it behind me, there's a reason why we're back today.
Look at that. Look at this.
2023 Z06. And I think, for whatever reason, they're about to hand me and Bradley the keys to go take this out and do our filming stuff. So let's go ask Ida Jakeway. She's the lady that allows a lot of this to happen. Let's go ask her real quick if we can take the Z06 out. Ida, are you gonna let us take the Corvette out today?
Yes.
Are you gonna trust us with the Z06?
Yeah, that'll be so cool.
That's gonna be. This is basically somebody giving us our first break, Bradley.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? It's a $150,000 car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if they're gonna let us do it, we're just gonna do it. But anyway, all right. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. We'll get that Z06 out. So shout out to Max Motors and Ida over here for letting us do that. What were we talking about earlier?
Oh, so I had a random idea, and I don't know, you can tell me about it.
Okay.
But, so, you know, if we're looking for people to help us with social media and stuff like that, I was thinking about reaching out to the high school and seeing if there's any kids that want to do, like, an internship. Maybe.
That's actually a really good idea.
And, like, because they'd be local, they would know everyone in the community, and they're all hip with the socials and stuff like that, so they'd have some fun ideas.
Dang, that is actually a really good idea because they know all the trends and stuff.
That works awesome. I'm leaving that alone.
Hey, oh, cool light. That's new.
Yeah.
That's new for Brad Pack Media.
Does all kinds of cool stuff.
If we, if we're taking the Corvette out, we need to get with Sean before he goes on lunch.
Yeah, let's go get it.
Okay, yeah, let's talk to Sean.
I'm just bringing the camera.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to break everybody into it eventually, so.
I know, it's gonna
Bradley,
be
make
like
sure you're
the office,
talking
we'll
to
like
Right.
look at it.
Yeah. Oh shoot, the time is up. Oh, sorry. Hey, you wanna know how weird I am and a weird fun fact?
Okay, yeah, what?
Okay, so I'm like the Explorer guy, right? So I know weird things about Explorers. Nobody would ever know it, but that's a very rare one right here.
Why?
Because they only offered that color in 1 year and it was 2020. It's called Silver Spruce. And there wasn't very many of them made. So you only get it in 1 year. And it's also a platinum, so it has the same motor as the Explorer XT. So you could tune that and make it just as fast.
That's so crazy. See, you know
It's
so
a rare
much.
one. So it's not like a...
The cool one.
We gotta get
Hey, swap plates with Bates, baby.
Straight, come find me, 904 Stoner Loop, Richmond, Mo.
Oh my
816 KC, baby.
Is that on King Tut's grave then?
That's on King Tut grave. On the tomb. Full tomb.
That's going in the video.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
100%.
I love that. What a great idea for them to let us go out in this car today.
Well, it's beautiful out. It's almost 170 degrees out.
It's basically when I say like they're giving us our shot right now. These are the first people, like put it on the record, that have trusted us in what we do to let us go out in this $150,000 Z06.
I mean, it's like super fun.
Yeah, it's a very sought after car. Like it's, you know, we wouldn't be near as excited if it was regular just C8 Stingray.
Yeah.
You know, the Z06 is arguably the best sounding American produced V8 right now that you can go out and buy. Dual clutch transmission, so it's gonna go bing bing.
It is dual clutch on this?
Yes!
Immediate shit.
It'll be the first dual clutch I've ever driven. Alright guys, big shout out to Josh Johnson here at Max Motors in Richmond, General Sales Manager, who just gave us the keys to this Z06. So we appreciate you trusting us with it.
Enjoy the ride, my man.
Oh, thank you so much. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's go. First drive, Z06, 2023. Giving a rev for Dylan Wise over there. Oh, neutral. Oh shit.
This thing sounds like a supercar.
It does.
Sounds like a Ferrari.
The tires pick up everything.
Yeah.
We gotta be very careful on the roads that we're on.
2Rs, they're like dumb sticky.
I know, that's the tire that everyone thinks is bald when it's not.
Right. It does look bald. When you were pulling out, I'm like, God, there's no tread on these. That pop, dude.
This is crazy.
Ooh, the pops on diesel. You know this thing would be a monster on the track.
Oh my God.
Look at that rig.
Hey, that's a rig there, boy.
Good Lord.
Good night. This thing is quite crazy. I believe I have it in sport mode. You know, we don't really have a whole lot of time to do stuff. I'm kind of too scared to turn traction control off.
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, not for right now.
No.
Let's go show the people.
What they want. Under the bridge here.
Oh yeah. Oh shit!
This thing is mental.
Who gave this to us and why'd they do it? F1 car things. People be like, what's that? What's that coming down the road there? It's just a bald eagle machine.
No kidding, dude.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This week we have a 2023 Corvette Z06, and this is one of the most amazing cars I've ever driven in my entire life. Shout out Max Motors Richmond, Ida, Bob Jakeaway, Dylan Wise, Josh Johnson. Thank you guys so much for providing this car. This is the most amazing car I've ever driven. I've never driven Ferraris and Lambos or even GT500s or anything like that. And when I jump in this is how I feel like an exotic would feel, except you are behind the wheel of the most powerful, naturally aspirated American hand-built V8 that has ever been in production. This thing has 670 horsepower. It makes it at 8,400 RPMs, which is screaming. I believe it makes around 460 foot-pounds of torque. 0 to 60 on this rig is about 2.6 seconds, and it'll run down the quarter-mile screaming at about 10.6 to 10.7. Top speed, I believe, is 195 plus. I'm not sure. I'm not going to find out. We are babying this thing other than getting our exhaust and stuff like that, but immediately you can tell. I mean, if I took these badges off and I put Ferrari badges on it, the average person would have no idea. This car looks incredible. Again, I drive Fords. I've never bought anything brand new other than a Ford, but I'm not just strictly Ford. I love any fantastic car, and this one tugs on every string that you would want a car to tug on when you're buying something like this. It's basically like you are driving a track car on the road. It sounds amazing. The active exhaust is fantastic. General Motors did an amazing job designing this car. Everything has worked flawlessly. There has been zero hiccups. Let's just get a walk around real quick. You see all these intercooler, these radiators up front, and that's because this engine lives pretty hot. It is a high revving engine, so you have all these radiators up front to help cooling the main engine back there. It's crazy. You have a ton of brake coolers on here, transmission coolers on this car, and it does a great job of cooling things down. These Michelin Cup 3 tires, these are the stickiest. These things are so sticky, and a lot of times people will see these and be like, why are you riding on bald tires? They aren't bald. They are very sticky, and that's just the way that they come. This thing does have the Z07 package, so it has this arrow on it right up front. Aggressive front splitter here. All this creates massive downforce. It is actually usable. This thing will crank down like 700 something pounds of downforce at 186 miles an hour. So this thing is absolutely planted. So between the arrow in the front, very aggressive, all this sticking out the side, this big wing in the back, I personally think that it is designed perfect. Not sure what I would change on this car. Like, I don't know about aftermarket exhaust. I mean, I imagine somebody makes something that absolutely makes this thing scream even louder than it already does. But overall, this car is amazing. The ride of this car when you're driving is so fantastic. So this has the MagnaRide 4.0, and what that does, it's reading the road 1,000 times a second and adjusting the suspension while you're driving to keep this thing on the road, keep it stiff, firm. It just feels amazing. The seats Seats are absolutely fantastic. I love the carbon fiber inserts in here, and you just feel like you are secure. They like the bolstering really hugs you. Everything's pretty convenient right here. All your switches and stuff, your climate control, your ventilated seats. I love the interior, all the carbon fiber, all the stitching, everything is perfect. The steering wheel being in this shape instead of like your typical circle, just having it feel like this. All your buttons down here that are really easy to use. Everything just feels so good. And then this little dial you have over here, this is how you're switching your different modes. So we can go back over to my mode, which is you can edit that for it to be exactly how you want. If you want to edit the steering, the suspension, how your brakes feel, the sound of the exhaust, you can edit it there. In my mode, you can go over to weather. It does have a weather mode. Would I recommend driving one of these in any sort of bad weather? Absolutely not. But it does have a weather mode. So you have weather, you have my mode, then you can switch over to tour. And tour opens up the exhaust even just a little bit more. Then you can go over to sport mode, which is what I have been driving in. And that has the exhaust that's got her loud. It sounds amazing. You go over to track, that's going to be the loudest exhaust, and everything is at the max level. Your gauge in the center changes to more of a track oriented type of gauge. Shows your oil pressure, shows your transmission temperature, your oil temperature, all your tires, shows everything that you would need. Love the interior on this Z06.
Is there anything you don't like about the car in general?
I have not figured. I've not figured one thing out yet.
Yeah, I can't either. I can't think of a single thing that I don't like about this.
I have not figured it out yet. No, even the power top, you have nothing to lock.
Yep.
It just goes on and goes off. Really? This is fantastic. So I guess it's probably time we get her back to Max Motors in Richmond and call it a day. Oh man, Bradley, what can we say about this car other than wow?
That's pretty nasty.
It is by far, and I think you'll agree, the greatest vehicle I've ever personally driven.
Yeah.
And you know, I've never driven Ferraris, Lamborghinis, or Ford GTs, or even a GT500 or anything like that. So this is the first. I don't know where you even classify it. To me, I've never driven the Ferrari or anything like that before, but this is what I feel like it would feel like. And it drives like an absolute dream.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly comfortable.
Unbelievable the way this thing pulls.
That is fast.
It's like I feel like I'm on a crotch rocket, but better. Listen to those damn shifts. It's incredible. First ever driving a dual clutch, and it is not disappointing. It is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I would imagine like a Ferrari or Lamborghini would feel like.
The MagneRide, so this has the 4.0 MagneRide on it, and what that means is the suspension is reading the road 1,000 times a second and making adjustments to where we're traveling. And it is just smooth as butter. Like even bumps that I would take in my Explorer that are sometimes rough, were not rough in this. Mind blown. I'm like, how? It's incredible. This has the Z07 package too, so it has all the aero, the big aero in the front, big wing in the back, just to keep this thing planted, and it does amazing. Not that like we're obviously road coursing or tracking it, but the Sport Cup 2 tires are incredible. It just sticks, and it's just an absolute joy to drive. I can't say enough about this car. I don't have a lot of time with it, but so I don't know like all the modes and stuff. I'm in sport mode. I have the track mode, but the last thing I want is to wreck this thing on the street in a track mode that I don't know what it does. You know, so we're in sport mode. Opens up the exhaust, and it sounds like an exotic. It is incredible that this is an American-made car.
So, do you feel like this car is refined enough to daily, or do you think it's too raw?
Man, I think it depends on who you're asking.
That's true.
I would love to daily it. I probably wouldn't. I mean, I don't know, because I don't know. To me, this is like the weekend warrior. Yeah. Almost. Like, I'd like to drive this on a trip. I want to take this to like Branson, the Ozarks, Texas, Colorado, something like that.
It's comfortable enough you easily can.
Oh, dude, I could sit. Yeah, these race seats. You're bolstered in. Like, It's too good. Unbelievable noises. This is tugging every string that I want tugged on when driving a car. This thing does it for you. And again, like, I've never owned a Chevrolet. I've never owned anything. Mine is a Ford. That's not true. My first car was a 95 Toyota Camry that my dad bought for me, so of course I'm gonna take it. 5-speed too, boy. And so, like, yeah, I've never owned anything new from another manufacturer. I'm not against it. I love all great cars. This is just the first shot that someone gave us to do something like this. And this Corvette Z06 is amazing. Flat out amazing vehicle.
I think what's wild is how much it pulls up top. I mean, it's not slow down low, but it just doesn't have that torque. But up top,
right,
it just pulls harder and harder the more you get it.
And
the more you get through the RPM.
And it redlines at 8,500.
Yeah, that's
it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it delivers, and it keeps pulling the entire way. It's incredible the way this flat plane crank works, and the way it sounds. This is an unbelievable sound. Richmond, Ida, Bob Jakeaway, Dylan Wise, Josh Johnson. We really appreciate that. This is the craziest car that we have ever driven or been handed the keys to, so thank you guys so much. If you're interested in this car, it is available right now. Call Dylan Wise Max Motors, 816-838-5003. Get a hold of Dylan. This car is available. He will sell it to you, and I highly recommend you go check it out because it is amazing. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys giving us a shot with this car. Until the next one, we are out.